Fill her with your seed is wild. Some redo of healer shit. It is time for some more Overshadowed to Overpowered. Do me a solid. Make sure you leave a like in the future. Support subscribing that bell if you haven't already. And it's Patreon for live reactions over there and other exclusives. And hey, if you're on the YouTube mobile app, make sure you remember to hype the video as well. It does help push it to more people. Let's check out another episode and see if, as per usual, Reddit and my anime lists are wrong. We're gonna give him the old Naofumi special. Slaves for everyone. Yo, look at that fucking nose. It's like Clavicia trying to keep, like, fixing his nose. Like, it's a nose job. I see the vision. I see the vision in a thumbnail that could be fucking diabolical. But YouTube won't let me. I put my face on this guy. All that's doing is adding some spice to this pig. Someone barbecuing? You know? Bruh, he just sacrificed the innocents. And like a level 3 barrier is gonna do anything if a level 4 spell didn't. Yo, did his level 3 spell actually just kill something that a level... That just changed the hierarchy of the magic. Bro's fucking spell was so good that it's technically a level 5 even when he casts a level 3. That's crazy. Well, anyway, goodbye. The fact that Bro just straight up said, like, not because he wanted the slave for himself. He just straight up was like, I'm punishing you by being like, you need to turn yourself in and free the woman. Anyway, bye-bye. So by setting her free like this, some random bozo could just immediately form the contract. So are they going to go the route, then, that it's better for him to make the contract and just treat her like a free person? I mean, yeah, headmistress, right? Wait, hold up. This just got... Does that mean we're going to be ending up banging her stepdaughter and teacher? Oh god, anime. How far will you go? Come on, slap your dick on the table. Literally and figuratively. His racism just went out the window when he realized he's about to retire from this one meal. Master, do you need any more slaves? I'll bottom for you. I just want everyone to know my true vision of this week's YouTube thumbnail, which, even as it stands, I worry they might try to nuke me. I tried one spicy thumbnail for Hell's Paradise once, and I got a guideline warning strike. That was wild times. My true vision, the image of him eating, which is in the thumbnail. The other image of her being like, I'm gonna be your slave. It was the image of the ass. Him grabbing the ass, it was gonna be my face on it. It would have been my magnum opus. Might still have to make it just so it lives in my own folder, just so I can always bring it out when needed. But anyway, what a fucking scumbag. The buddy's out here, you know, apparently one of the actual powerful mages of this world. He's fucking shit. Has this slave who turns out to be one of Merlin's... I mean, I was surprised. It comes from Merlin's family tree here. Turns out is now a slave. Specifically, he's designing her as a sex slave, right? This old man said one of the most wild fucking things about putting your seed in her to finish the... Jesus Christ. So, in one episode, they managed to really show us how fucking busted Eftel is as a character by showing us society as a whole impressed with him, who we basically slap on the nose with a newspaper when we do a level 3 spell that his, like, level 4 couldn't do shit against, because our spells are so elegantly crafted. We're in a completely different league than anyone else. Like, bro straight up tried to sacrifice the general public by putting him in a barrier. We come in, slap our dick on the table, and say, actually, we're gonna just take care of this ourselves. I find this fascinating because the concept of the power hierarchy in this world, when we kind of respawn back into this, like, what, 400 years in the future? Magic was not where he left it off. So all the knowledge he has makes him in a completely different league, because for some reason, society as a whole, their magic's weaker now. It's like, it's all this forgotten stuff. Was it because of a king who decided to purge magic, and then after his rule, you know, people tried to regain what was lost? Could be something like that. Not sure exactly. But what fascinates me is when I realized that his level 3 spell was enough to destroy something that a level 4 spell couldn't, I'm like, oh shit. Does that mean if he uses a level 10 spell, that would, like, actually be, like, level 20 in the concept of this world in terms of... Because they don't even go up to level 10 as it stands, right? Like, that's some taboo... It's a fool's hope. His spells are so perfectly crafted that what a society views as level 3 would probably be way more. Because what would a guy like this, at face value, have any reason to go to a magic academy, right? Like, he's obviously far superior than anything that can be taught. But there's going to be something we learn about this world that's going to completely change the course of his life and probably society as in general, because there's no way he can, because he had the right idea, right? I'm going to use a level 3 spell. When they're impressed by that, I'll cast like a level 6 spell and they'll think it's level 3. Unfortunately, his level 3 spell was enough to one-shot that big boy. I'm interested. The magic system of this world has me really intrigued. I've seen some criticism pop up about how it makes no sense. You know, if he came from a world and it's the same world, why would they not be able to do magic? Well, that's part of the mystery, bozo. That's part of the mystery. Wait to find out. And I'm not going to deny that there are these cliches that it functions with, such as the slave angle. These fantasy shows love slave, right? It's because it's wish fulfillment. A girl who can't say no. Like, that's literally the design of it, right? But you can't look at Eftel as an MC and say he exists to just be someone to turn her into an object. Every show that I've seen, I think maybe I can count on one hand, and I don't even know how many fingers, how many times this MC would not end up in a situation where either there's only one bed in the bedroom, or there's 2 beds, and she assumes she has to serve him because she's a slave and he's her master. You know what we did on their first night together? As, you know, because he took her as a slave, but they justified it. She has an active slave crest. If he just sends her on her merry way, any bozo could take it up and would turn her into a slave. So he's basically saying, well, I'm going to do it because of Merlin and the connection, of course, but also I don't want to see her hurt. And the first thing that they do in their first night is he takes her to a restaurant, treats her as a person, and everyone who tries to say this scumbag can't be here, he says, I'm richer than everyone in this fucking room. Thank you, dad inheritance. Impressive. Because despite it baiting you in, being like, oh, here's just your... You can tell with her design. She is designed to be fan servicey, to sell Blu-rays and figures, and be a object for the general gaze. But in terms of story execution, actually a lot more depth. And I think the way he's handling it is very impressive. And hey, turns out Merlin's the head mistress. I mean, I knew we were going to meet up with her. I just didn't realize. This is going to be a wild statement for some of you to stomach. I didn't realize adoptive daughter, aka our teacher, potentially was going to try to call us daddy, but here we are. Either way, this show is way better than I think a lot of people were expecting, myself included. There's a science, there's a math behind this, there's a formula to follow, because every time one of these types of shows, and it's this type of show specifically, something that's either isekai, fantasy, or reincarnation, in that general hero fantasy, go into an academy to learn how to be powerful, defeat a demon king, right? If you see anywhere from a low 6 to a high 6 on my anime list, or r/anime says it's the mid-slop of the season, it turns out to be surprisingly good and sometimes pretty freaking great. And to be honest, I think it's pretty freaking great right now. It's crazy. Like, I've yet to see that opinion go off wrong. It's wild, man. Like, they're an interesting group of people, to say the least. But anyway, class, say it with me. If r/anime calls it mid, or my anime list has it below a 7, but higher than a 5, it is borderline good. And with that, class is out of session. Blame YouTube for not giving you the thumbnail you deserve, but just know it would have been perfect. Just know it would have been perfect. Thoughts down below. Make sure you leave a like on this video, share, support, subscribe, ring that bell if you haven't already. Of course, Patreon for live reactions and exclusives over there. And hey, if you're already over on my Patreon, I'll give you a video show too, because my patrons are make this YouTube channel possible. So today we got Derek Nickel, Little Big Trouble, Darthwin Wright, Eric Barton, and we also have Jeff. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and y'all have a good one.